Hey guys, it's Joey, and I just wanted to show you two new items which I've created today and are going to be part of the store. One I've made before and I've only made it for myself, but I decided to make one batch of it and put it on the store. And the other is going to be part of a new series of items that I'm going to be creating. I'm going to still be doing things like the pillar candles. I'm still going to be doing everything like that. I'm still going to be doing the totem animal sets and things, but this is a new idea for a reasonably simple set, possibly just one item per thing. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna show you anyway while we start. So the first one, I call it Death Shell, and here it is. Now this is my one, Rebirth Death Shell Crone, and what it is, and I've got the little obsidian skull because that's what we imbue with for this one. It's basically wildcrafted crow shell, as in shell from crows, that I have gathered from when I go out and I gather all my crow and raven feathers and things. Sometimes there are broken shells on the ground, not very often, but sometimes there are. So when there are, I collect those and crush them up and mix them with my own recipe, and it creates what I call death shell. And it's actually a wonderful powder for honouring the crone aspect of the goddess, and what with it coming up to Samhain, it would be perfect for that, and rituals involving spiritual behaviour and spirits and past lives and things like that. And it's all basically tuned into death and rebirth, with the crow shell being very, very symbolic, especially if you follow the Morrigan with her connections with crow, and then obviously bathe and rebirth and all that sort of thing. So this powder is really great. It's also really protective against anything, you know, any sort of negative spirits or anything. And because it is such a rarity for me to get those shells, and I only ever get them when I see them on the ground. You know, it's only wildcrafting. They're not going to be bought from anywhere. I'm not going to do that. They only come to me when I find them. So there is one small little packet of that, which I will pop on the store at some point. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, I've decided to create oils for each of the major arcana for the tarot. So this is for the Fool, as you can see. Now this is my card for the Fool. It's beautiful, isn't it? And I did look up and read around that there are certain herbs often ascribed to the tarot, and they call it the herbal tarot at some places. However, I've not followed that. I've gone with my own intuition. So this is an oil which basically is my interpretation of the Fool card. There is a crystal chip in here as well, as you can see, floating about down the bottom. And it's herbs and herb and resins and things like that in there. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in there, but the correspondences are basically for new beginnings. It's to embody the essence of each of the major arcana tarot cards within an oil, and this oil can be used on the skin. It would be perfectly fine for that, and it can be used to anoint things, anoint candles, for magics involving new beginnings. That energy of just wanting to start fresh, and that excitement, and that you know, I can't even put it into words. That daring leap into the unknown of new beginnings. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so I'm going to do an oil for each of the major arcana. And this is the first one, and it is for the Fool. So that's it for this video. Many blessings.